Hello students, good afternoon all of you. We are here to learn the concept of parallelism. In statistics, parallelism occupies a very important position and the question is always asked for parallelism. As far as your exam is concerned, the question is always asked on parallelism. So we are here to see what is the concept of the parallelism. So actually parallelism, that is the parallelism is defined as a patterning of syntactic structures which are equivalent to one another, the another. Or parallelism is also described as parallelism is also described as a patterning of identical syntactic structures Parallelism also described as identical syntactic structures. Or Geoffrey Leech defined parallelism as a foregrounded regularity, It means there are some extra regularities. That is what is parallelism? So parallelism is defined as patterning of syntactic structures which are equivalent to the another. That is the patterning of syntactic structures and which are equivalent to the other. Or parallelism also defined as patterning of identical structures. Or Geoffrey Leech defined parallelism as foregrounded regularities. Means you know that in parallelism there are some extra regularities. In parallelism there are extra regularities. In parallelism there are some extra regularities in terms of sentence construction or in terms of SPOC. There are some extra regularities. Which are the extra regularities? There are some extra regularities. For example, extra regulation means what? For example, SP is equal to SP, or SPC is equal to SPC, or OSP is equal to OSP, etc. So this is known as the extra regularities. So you know that this is the kind of the foregrounding. Foregrounding has two aspects. One is deviation, another is parallelism. Deviation means what? Deviation is the foregrounded, that is the foregrounded extra regularities or foregrounded, and parallelism means the foregrounded regularities. So in deviation there is a violation of rules, but in parallelism there is extra regularities. For example, there are so many examples. For example, SP means, for example, he came. Yes, he came. He saw. He conquered. He came. He saw. He conquered. So here we can say that is the he is subject, came is predicate, Again, he is subject, so is predicate, he is subject, concrete is predicate. So here we have extra regularities. We have the same formula structure, that is the SP is equal to SP is equal to SP. That is the subject predicate, subject predicate. So this is the construction of, you know that this is the construction of SP. SP is equal to SP. Then SPC. For example, I have given you this example for several times. We are the hollow man. We are the hollow man. This is the line from T.S. Eliot's poem, The Hollow Man. We are the hollow man. We are the stupid man. We are the stupid man. We are the hollow man. We are the stupid man. So here, with subject, R is predicate and the hollow man is complement. Again here we is subject, R is predicate and the stupid man is complement. So we have the construction like, that is the SPC. Very good. SPC is equal to SPC. Then one more example, that is the OSP is equal to OSP. For example, my wine you drink. My wine you drink. My bread you snap. My bread you snap. My wine you drink. My bread you snap.
My capital is your capital land.
Yes, yes.
Next.
आता काय केलं आपण, जर लँड जर बदल, येस, जर आपण लँड बदलले तर कॅपिटल येतं, जर लँड नाही बदलले तर एका लँड मध्ये हे तो कॉमा आहे. सो माय वाईन हिअर यू नो दॅट इन माय वाईन you drink, my bread you and snap. So here you is subject. So here subject, here you is subject, my wine is object and drink is predicate. Here again my bread object, you subject, snap predicate. So here construction is, yes, OSP is equal to OSP. OSP is equal to OSP. Stop आपलं हे करा. Types of parallelism. Types of parallelism. So there are three types of parallelism: phonological parallelism, morphological parallelism, and syntactic or structural or grammatical parallelism. So first is, that is the phonological parallelism. Phonological parallelism. Phonological parallelism. Phonological parallelism means in which or the repetition of sound pattern, repetition of the sound pattern creates this kind of parallelism. Repetition of the sound pattern creates this kind of parallelism. For example, we have a very good example from Geoffrey Leech example, the rhyme of the ancient mariner. The furrow followed free. The furrow followed free. This is the example from Geoffrey Leech, rhyme of ancient mariner. Very famous example from Geoffrey Leech. So the furrow followed free. Here see here, here you know that the sound of the F is followed. So we can add the sound F. The sound F produces phonological parallelism.
Repetition of F.
Yes. Produces phonological parallelism. Repetition of F. Phonological parallelism means here phonological parallelism includes figure of speech like alliteration, consonants, assonants, so and so. Then second type of parallelism is morphological parallelism. Morphological parallelism. Morphological parallelism. Morphological parallelism means the repetition of the repetition of word formation process. The word formation, repetition of the word formation or morpheme creates such parallelism. Any word form, that is the suffix, prefix, suffix, ed suffix, ing suffix, such kind of prefixes, suffixes create such kind of the parallelism. For example, she enjoys cooking, dancing and reading. She enjoys cooking, dancing and reading. So here is the morphological parallelism. What is morphological parallelism? See here, yes, here the same ing suffix, verb with ing suffix repeated. So here she enjoys cooking, dancing and reading. She enjoys cooking, dancing and reading. So here ing is repeated, verb with ing suffix. So here we can say the repetition of verb with ing creates morphological parallelism. Creates morphological parallelism. And third one, that is that is the syntactic parallelism. That is the syntactic. Third one, syntactic or structural or grammatical parallelism. You can see the repetition of sentence construction, or the patterning, sentence construction or the pattern, creates or creates syntactic parallelism. This is known as syntactic parallelism. For example, where the wealth accumulates, and main decay. So here we know that some kind of the construction is followed. You know that where is conjunction, wealth is subject, accumulates is predicate, again and is conjunction, main subject and decay predicate, and again where is conjunction. So here the sentence construction, like here the construction, the construction we can say right that conjunction S plus P, that is the construction. Conjunction plus subject plus predicate is followed.